We got the man Princeton Perez in the house. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing amazing, dog.
Yeah?
Eh,
How was your Christmas?
Christmas was pretty all right. COVID's going around, so the family takes it very serious, which is good. So I kind of just like house hop to different tias and tios because no one wants to be in the same house together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you usually do, like, in Christmas? Do you just, like, sing songs or what?
No. Well, I'm Mexican, so we celebrate Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've never really had a wake up in the morning, Christmas morning, and see what Santa brought you. It's kind of just like.
So do you do gifts and stuff or no?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, this year I got so much shit. I wasn't expecting to get. I never expect to get anything. I don't like surprises. I don't like gifts. I don't want none of that.
You don't like gifts?
No.
Why not?
Because I just feel like, what's the point? Like, I'd rather give people a gift. But I got so much stuff. Like, I'm really into skincare. Like, I'm really into taking care of yourself.
Yeah, everyone always asks you about your skincare routine and you don't tell them.
That's because it's the whole process. It's called melanin, baby.
What's it called?
Melanin.
A melanin? Is it really?
No, it's called Happy Melanin.
Oh, okay.
No, I got so much stuff. I got like a silk pillow from my cousin Belen. I got like a face mask.
Does the silk actually work?
All that works.
Really?
I got like a ring light, a red light therapy. Like it comes with options. You put on 20 minutes a night. Oh, I got like pimple patches. Like
you got the whole esthetician in your house, bro.
I got a bunch of stuff. Like yeah, so. Yeah, I got a call.
So we just met like not a few months ago, right? Yeah. Ish. Sorta.
I want to say a month ago.
A month ago? It was right when you were talking about your Sony contract.
Oh, okay, so a couple months. No, I met you the day before, like 2 days before Halloween.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, 3 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know you too well, and you were a part of this band called Mindless Behavior, right?
Yes, I was.
So how was that process, and like how old were you? When did it start? And like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I started Mindless Behavior. I was the first one to join the group when I was around 10, 11 years old.
So it's like a singing group, right?
It was like, yeah, we were like a performance group. We sang and danced.
Is it like the Jackson 5 or what?
Yeah, like Jackson 5, B2K. Yeah? We sang and danced, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it lasted throughout my whole teen years. It didn't end until I was about 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 10 years of my life, I kind of just dedicated to Mindless. I was the first one in the group and last one in the group, so I really put my all into that
That's
group.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you get into singing yourself, or did your parents put you into singing? Like
no, nobody put me into anything. My dad grew up being a DJ, and my mom grew up being a club promoter. She's a nurse now, but different path. I just always knew what I wanted. I was having this conversation with my manager.
From your 10 years old, you knew what you wanted?
Oh, no, from like 3. I knew exactly what I wanted because the one thing that I'm so blessed to know is that I believe life is not controlled, but everyone is put on this earth, and you have a purpose, you have a gift, and you have a purpose, a gift, and a passion.
So what's your purpose, gift, and passion?
It's all entertaining. I feel like some people, their passion may not be their purpose in life or what their gift is or something. And some I've talked to people that are in their 40s I still haven't found it. And I've known it since I was 4. Like I knew I wanted to sing and dance. I found what I want. I always wanted to be in a group. I love B2K. I love Destiny's Child. I love Jackson 5. I love NSYNC. I wanted to be in a group. I thought it was the coolest thing ever to be in a group, and everyone had their different.
Why did you want to be in a group versus not solo? Like, what's the appeal of being in a group?
One, I was the only child growing up, so I thought it was cool. Like, oh, you can be with a crew that,
fuck yeah,
like what you did.
Yeah, it's kind of like a family too, right?
It's like a family, yeah. Sure. And I just thought it was dope growing up. I loved seeing groups that all had different styles and all had different personalities. It felt cool, and I tried making groups when I was a kid, but nobody was cool. So I met Keisha Gamble, my manager, till this day, and she put B2K together, and she danced with Immature, and she put Mindless Behavior together, and that's how I joined the group.
So how did it break up, or why did it break up?
We just got of age. It was a kid group, so we kind of just looked at each other and was like, let's just do our own thing.
Are you still good friends with them?
Well, not as close as we were in the group, but I mean, it's always love between everybody. I always use the analogy of like it's like elementary school. It's like You have your elementary friends. You go to junior high. You go to middle school. You go to college. You find your career. When you're grown and you have your career and you have your kids and you have your job, are you still thinking about? I wonder how my elementary friend was. It's like you outgrow people sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's always love.
I feel that.
So that's kind of how I describe our relationship.
That's beautiful, man.
For me, yeah.
What was the thing that you loved most about, or still do love most about entertaining? Because like you said, that's your passion, that's your purpose, that's your gift.
Yeah.
Like, what do you love so much about entertaining? Like, what do you get from from people?
I honestly just love making people smile. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel like this may sound a little morbid, but I'm like quoting it like I'm about to start singing.
Oh, let's hear something, bro.
I'm not gonna say it, guys. Absolutely not. This may sound a little morbid, but I feel like entertainers and artists are lonely, and they look for that validation in people because they never got it growing up. Maybe that's it. So that's why you wait for an applause. You get, you know, that love from people, and I love that. I love making people smile. I love and just everyone that I looked up to. I loved John Lennon and Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown and Justin Timberlake, and they all came from groups. I thought that was really dope.
No. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
What do you call it? So, you said you grew up, and you said everyone in like who entertained felt like lonely. Did you ever feel like super lonely growing up in that band?
Not in the group.
Not in the group?
Yeah, 'cause we were each other. But like I said, I'm an only child. So, yeah,
Where are you from?
I'm from LA. I'm from like
from
Downey, California.
Okay.
I say Long Beach 'cause no one really knows what Downey, California is. But
everyone knows where Long Beach is. No.
No, I say Long Beach 'cause no one knows where Downey is.
Oh, Downey.
Downey is like 5 minutes from Long Beach, so I just say Long Beach.
So did you go to like elementary school, high school, and shit like that, or
how was the schooling process? I went to preschool, and then I went to junior, elementary, and then in junior high I became homeschooled 'cause I joined the group. And then
How was homeschooling?
It was fun. I mean, it's really, I never really had a teacher. It was just all online, and I mean, I finished it. I graduated like a year before my actual class because I just never stopped. I just kept going. It was cool though. I mean, I don't think any.
So what type of singing do you do now besides like? Is it different than what you were in the band?
It's still
like genre-wise.
Genre-wise, well, the group was R&B pop, and I'm still an R&B cat. Pop, but I'm Mexican, so like I said, I'm gonna keep saying I'm Mexican this whole interview because I've noticed. There's two things I'm gonna keep saying is that I'm Mexican, that I'm a Taurus. I say those things like every day.
Do people know that you're Mexican?
Yeah, I look like the Tapatio man.
Do you?
Do you know what the Tapatio man is?
No, what is it? Pull that shit out.
I'm about to show you.
You ever gonna grow that fro back?
I look like the Tapatio man.
Oh, the Tapatio.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, honestly, bro, like in the black.
Just 'cause you're spicy or what?
No, I just look like a Mexican. Honestly, bro, like in the Mexican culture, Hispanic culture, they view me as like a black kid.
Oh, really?
My whole life growing up because
you're half black, half Mexican.
I have black, half Mexican,
okay.
but they see me as like black. But in the black community, I feel like I look a little more Hispanic, and people sometimes look at me like the Latin kid. So it's that mixed kid syndrome. Like you're too Mexican for the black, too black for the Mexican. So
that's a thing.
When you go, oh yeah,
damn,
what?
Yeah, I don't know.
When you go up, and I also feel like when you go up like that, I grew up in a full. I didn't go from my dad's side. My dad's black. I go from my mom's side. My entire family is Mexican. My nana, my papa, my mom, my tios, all my cousins, and they all.
Oh, what's your cousin's name again?
Noah. Shout out to Noah.
Yo, this dude Noah, yeah.
If you see Noah, everyone knows Noah. My friends literally were there when I tweeted. My little cousin Noah just was born, and he's 9 now.
Oh, really?
My fans have been there, so they grew up. They know Noah. They know Noah.
This dude Noah is the funniest kid. Princeton posts stories about him on his Instagram, and he has no emotion. He's just like this little 9-year-old kid who just like gives no fucks about anything.
He doesn't care about that. I bully him, but he's like my little brother. Like I said, I'm only child. I like bully him, but it's cool. But
does he want to be a singer?
No, he wants to be. What does not want to be? I don't know what he wants. Oh, Santa got him a acoustic guitar for Christmas.
Santa meaning you?
No.
Oh, someone else.
Santa's real.
Oh, okay.
Santa's real. No, Santa got him an acoustic guitar for Christmas, and he sucks. Just kidding.
Everyone sucks at
I'm just
something,
kidding.
right?
I'm just kidding.
Did you ever suck at singing before you got good at it?
Of course.
Yeah.
I did. I know there's some people that are like kid prodigies that just grew up like naturally could. Like I feel like dancing. No, I didn't take any dance classes.
You never did.
Never did. I just copied the TV. Yeah.
Really?
But I never really liked just singing or just dancing. It was performing. It was like being able to just.
So you don't like singing or dancing more? It's like a whole like one type.
It's
thing.
all one thing. I just count it as performing. I just love to be on stage. I feel like can't wait for this pandemic to be over. So
yeah.
I could just.
How has the pandemic like affected like on what you're doing now?
Surprisingly, it's moved things a lot quicker.
How so?
Because one, it takes the pressure off of you comparing yourself to other artists. You know, every artist is going through the same thing, so you don't feel like another person is ahead of you or something. No competition.
Yeah.
And I've been in Atlanta recording, and that's all you could do is record. You can't go out perform. You can't shoot music videos.
Oh, yeah, because you haven't been recording in LA, right?
No.
But everything in Atlanta's open?
Now it's more open than LA. It's still closed. Like, everything's still closed, but I've been able to record and sit and make music and not worry about rehearsing for a tour, rehearsing for a video. It's just studio. I've been able to really record some great music. On my way over here, I was just on FaceTime with Tricky Stewart, who's part of my team, and we were just going through all the songs that I had recorded. And the type of artist I am is when I record a record, if I'm on to the next one, I really forget about the one I just recorded.
No, why is that?
Because I just tend to live in the moment.
Do you always try to make work or music that was better than your last music though?
Always.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to do something different. So I could be recording an R&B ballad song, and then the very next song is a Latin record, and the very next song is pop. So I can't be in my emotions in the R&B mood, and then I'm trying to sing Latin. So I kind of forget it. So when I was on FaceTime with him, he was playing all the records we've done. I've recorded over like 80 songs this year.
That's awesome, man.
And
so it's helped it like grow
so much.
Because I had some like actors on here and like people in Hollywood, and they said that like, oh yeah, the pandemic like fucked up like my whole like.
I mean, that's not okay. It did fuck a lot of things up. I would have been on tour. My song "Chew It Up" came out. I would have toured that.
Oh yeah.
That.
Is that the one with Khaled or no?
No, that's the one. That's my song.
Oh, that's your song.
"Chew It Up." That's the first song. It charted.
Okay.
My highest charting song, top 10, number 7.
Go check it out, guys. On
"Chew It Up" everywhere.
All platforms.
Turn up.
Before the podcast, we were talking about. You said that. It's like some family problems before like you got like big, right? And like, right? So I've had that same thing. Like I like when I decided to pursue like professional golf.
Wow.
Yeah, at community college.
Ooh,
we're good. And like my whole family or most of my family didn't talk to me for a couple years until I like decided to go to UCLA and stuff like that. And you kind of did what you wanted to do. You knew your calling, and you just did. Absolutely right. But then, like, something clicked, and you kind of made something from yourself. And you just said that, like, your whole family loves you now. And I've experienced that same feeling.
Not my mom's side.
Not your mom's side?
My mom's side is cool.
Okay.
It's just some people on just some people that just want to be family now.
Yeah.
I've always been the person since I was a young kid that if you said, go right, going right has all the answers. Everyone else that's won has gone right. The best way to do it is gone right. I'm like, for sure, I'm gonna make a sharp left. Like I want to do the complete opposite. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, when I want to do it, and I don't care if you judge or laugh at me. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's how I really knew that music and just entertainment in general was my calling. It makes me the most happiest.
Yeah,
that's why I shine.
That's beautiful, man. But how was that experience when like your family and like different friends like hit you up and were like they want to be friends with you, they want to be family with you now versus like how is that?
Honestly,
do you just accept them with open arms and
no?
Okay.
Honestly, it's really been a lot of the bullies that bullied me in school.
Did you get bullied growing up?
What? That's a whole nother conversation.
No, it's
and a lot of the bullies have hit me up. Like, have like
saying sorry or no?
No, like we used to be best friends, and I'm just like, you broke my nose in school. Like you broke my. I got horrible in school. So to see that dynamic, I'm like, wow. And then a little part of me is like, motherfuckers, fuck y'all.
Isn't it always funny that like most of the bullies like growing up, like especially at like my school and stuff like that too, like they're usually not doing great. Like
I don't know. I mean, I know. I really don't have that vengeance like in my body.
Every time I've hung out with you, you seem so like happy and joyful, and like, is that just how you've been your entire life, or did you learn that like, I don't know, just to be like in a good mood all the fucking time?
I'm just all about peace. That's my thing. I'm a peace activist at the end of the day. Like, I may pick on my little Noah, my cousin Noah and stuff, but at the end of the day, I really just want harmony and peace with everybody, and I feel like it starts within. And I truly believe that I'm one with the universe and one with God, and if you give positive energy out and you're positive people, it's going to come back in different ways, and in other people, and in your career and success, and anything you want. So yeah, I'm usually a positive person. Like, yeah.
I feel like most people who are pretty good at the craft and stuff like that always preach that. A lot of people who are negative are always like, woe is me, victim mentality and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, I tend to just, like I said, be positive, and I try to, like I said, I like to make people smile, so I can't make people smile when I'm out and depressed. I'm not really a depressed, but I don't think I've really been depressed or sad about.
Really?
Yeah, I've been sad and stuff, of course, but I'm the type of person where if I feel like I'm getting depressed, it may last a couple hours, and then my inner body's like, all right, get up, it's time to work, let's go. No one has time for all that shit.
So are you always on, are you always working? Like, or what does Princeton Perez do on his, like, days off? Or, like, does he have days off?
Yeah, I mean, pandemic, you get some days off, but on my days off.
Like, do you have hobbies besides, like, singing and, like, writing music? Obviously, that's not a hobby, that's your work, but, like.
Right. Well, the 3 things I have to do every day is I have
skincare.
Well, that's just a lifestyle, dog. And I count that as, honestly, when I wake up, my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, everything has to go towards my career. Sure. And I see skincare as going towards that. I want to look good for my fans. I want, you know. Yeah,
feel good too.
I feel good. It makes you feel, yeah. And but the 3 things I have to do every day are like vocal exercises. That can happen in the car. That can happen in the shower. That's like 5 minutes. Yeah. Study. Was like it that like
like
that stuff? It's like those type.
You do scales and stuff too?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't get as technical. If I go to Tim Carter, my vocal coach, and I'm there for like an hour, but if I'm like, I have a chill day, I'll still just do it if I'm cooking in the shower. Just vocal lessons. I go for a run. I have to run every day just to like get that sweat out.
So why do singers need to have vocal coaches? Because like a lot of like professional athletes have coaches. A lot of singers have coaches. A lot of dancers have coaches. Like, why do you feel that you need a coach when you probably know most of the things about the music industry? Obviously, you could still keep learning, but like, what's the most beneficial thing for like a coach? Because a lot of people out there are like, yo, like these people are already at like the top of their like class. They could just like learn it on their own.
I mean, it's just a comfort thing for me. That's where I really found my confidence. I found my confidence in the studio, but it's just a thing you have to practice every day. Like you said, athletes still have to go to the gym, and the voice and your cords are like muscles. You have to practice it every day and learn something new to get confident in it and not. And
you said you found confidence in the studio?
Absolutely. I mean, I come from a group, and I wasn't the lead singer in my group. So
you weren't?
I didn't sing as much as the lead singer did, who was amazing. Prodigy was amazing. But when you're in the studio and you realize, oh shit, you really have to sing everything and do your own harmonies and do your own backgrounds and write your own stuff.
Yeah.
And you and me being a tourist, I when the spotlight is on you.
Taurus? What's Taurus?
Taurus.
Like touring?
No, Taurus, the zodiac sign.
Oh.
Me being a Taurus, when the spotlight is on us, we show up. And I feel like every time I'm in the studio with a different engineer, different producer, different vocal producer in there, and anybody, I show up and I want it. So I found myself every time I leave the studio, I leave with like a little extra confidence that I never had before.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
It's cool. I love it.
What do you call it? You said you were talking about running. So me and Kevin are personal trainers.
Yeah.
And Princeton showed up late for a workout, so
on purpose. Just kidding.
Yeah. So what does running do for you? You said you do it every day, or do you?
I love to run.
Do you do it every day, or is it every other day?
Every day.
Every day. How many miles?
I need to run. On a regular, I want to say 3 to 4 miles regular every day. But if I'm in a great mood and something amazing, you know, when you're just in one of those moods where you feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
It's 10 miles straight.
Swear.
Yeah.
You just go.
I just go and
where do you go? Do you just run anywhere? Do you have a path? Because sometimes
I have
like,
a path around my house. I like going outside, but I love the treadmill. If I can be alone on the treadmill with music, and it's usually like only things I run to is like unreleased music that I have because I sing while I run. To get the stamina.
That's beautiful.
And
I mean, that's crazy.
I listen to like concerts because hearing the audience gets you feeling like holy shit. So I love to run. That was the second thing. Vocal coach and studying Spanish.
Studying Spanish.
I'm trying to perfect my Spanish. I'm not fluent. I understand Spanish better than English sometimes, but I can't really communicate. I mean, I grew up in American.
You can't really articulate it like the way you want to.
But I'm trying to perfect.
Can you sing in Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of debatable because you kind of already have the lyrics there. If you're reading it.
What do you call it? Go back to running real quick. Like, what's the biggest thing that running's done for you? Because a lot of people get that runner's high. It's like a meditation. Some people get in like flow states.
Yeah.
Like, what has running done for you?
Hands down, brought my anxiety all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anxiety.
What did you have anxiety about? A lot of people will say like anxiety, you're just tripping about the future, and depression, you're always thinking about the past, right?
Yeah.
And so like, what's that? What type of anxiety did you have?
It's just different anxiety. I feel like we're in a really good space right now where people, our peers, generation, Z, like we talk about it, which I love. But it's just anxiety. I grew up in the music industry, and it can be about anything. My mind is mostly just overthinking a lot about the littlest things. Sure. And I turn big. I feel like I'm the biggest director in my head. I think of the biggest scenarios that are never going to happen. Yeah. And it gives me anxiety. And when I run, I don't think about nothing.
Does it go away?
Yeah. Goes away. That's why I love running at night. Like, if I can run 5 miles before, like, run, take a shower, go to sleep, I get the best sleep in the world. Like, I don't like working out in the morning. I hate it. Yeah. I'm never going to feel good. Yeah. I don't like none of that.
Do you have any like a pre-routine before you go on stage? Like, will you run a couple miles before you like perform, or do you do jumping jacks, or like what's Princeton Perez's like pre-stage routine?
I know this sounds crazy, dog, but I've done a lot of things now as a solo artist that I've done in a group.
Like what?
Like interviews, podcasts, rehearsals, music videos, photo shoot. I've done a lot of things that I've already done in a group. But the one thing I have not done by myself is perform yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and that's funny because that's the one thing I love the most. So I have yet to perform because, of course, it's pandemic. So I don't know yet. I would have to get back to you on that. I know when we were in a group, we would just pray and just kind of hype up. And I know one thing about me from what I remember is I'm not the type to, like, be quiet before, performance and meditate. Because I feel like my heart rate is here and I can't go to 100 in 2 seconds. I need to be jumping and let's go.
If you had to choose, like, right when Corona ends and they're like, yo, you could perform, you could do concerts, where's the first spot you would like to perform at?
I'd probably say, like, Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah, just because I found, like, a new love there. And I just shot a music video and I was able to tweet out for fans to go, and a lot of fans came. Like, Atlanta will probably be.
Like, recently?
A couple months ago. 4 months ago.
So what's Princeton Perez most excited for in his life right now?
Oh, I'm so excited about recording and dropping my first debut solo album.
How long you been working on this?
For about a year.
Are you allowed to say like what's it called or the name?
I don't even know none of that yet.
You don't know?
I don't even know what songs are gonna make it. All these records that I recorded this whole year can easily not even make the album. But
so when's the date?
I don't know none of that.
You don't know anything?
I just know for a fact like the goal is to drop an album.
Is that the job of like your agents and your team, everything like that?
Yeah, that's like a whole situation with the crew. But the cool thing is I have a lot of creative freedom, so they listen to me. When you're in a group, sometimes it's hard when it's 4 different, minds, and you have to like respectfully like listen to everybody. But
what's the best thing about being solo compared to being in a group?
It's just I get to move on my time. I don't ever feel like I have to like force anybody to let's go. It's on my time. If I don't work, nothing moves, and I love to work, so things are moving.
That's beautiful.
Very well.
What do you call it? Do you have any advice for like anyone who wants to be a singer, or anyone who wants to like achieve their dream of like becoming like they have this picture in their head and they're like, yo, like I want to be that. That's like my purpose. That's what my passion. That's like what I want. That's my gift. That's what I want to be, but I'm not there yet. And you were there at one point.
Yeah.
And what would you tell that person?
Man, I would say just knife fight your way to the top, and it all starts with like a thought. everything here that iPhone, this mic, this chair, this table, that water, this, it all started with a thought.
Yeah, idea.
Yeah, so just think of what you want and just kind of already live that life that you be that person you kind of want to be. That's what I would say. Just be that person.
So just like,
because you could be
like, how so?
Like, you could be sleeping on your homie's crib, but you really, truly in your heart know that you deserve 5 Bentleys in a mansion, but you're sleeping on his crib and you're taking the bus every day. But mentally, you're already there. You have those 5 Bentleys.
That's kind of like the law of attraction type of deal. You always,
do you
believe in that?
Absolutely. I feel like most of the things that have happened in my life have happened because I manifested it through my mind. I've never really said anything I wanted. I've never really vocally say this is gonna happen.
Do you have like a vision board or anything like that?
In my mind.
In
I
your
never
mind?
written it down. I never put it out. I've never said it. It's just a thought. And it usually happens when I'm sitting around and I go, holy shit, like it happened. Like I thought about this very moment and it's right here. And my thing is like, it may not happen how you want it or when you want it.
So you don't write it down anywhere?
I mean, I could if I wanted to. I just never have. I just think about it.
That's crazy because a lot of people, like, everyone has like certain thoughts and like they go through their own mind. Like I journal a lot and I'll go back.
Nice.
And
I have ADHD, by the way. Like for real. So journaling is very hard for me.
Is it harder?
Yes, because I feel like
you just write down anything that's going on in your head.
No, because I couldn't say, okay, I'm gonna write down what I want to do tomorrow, and I'd be like, tomorrow, I'm like, shit, I want a sandwich. Let me get a sandwich.
Really, like
ADHD works just like that.
Damn.
And I can't say my heart will get too much, and then I get a sandwich. I'm like, I want to run 10 miles. Let me run 10 miles. And then before I get in bed, I'm like, I had to do something today. Oh, the journal. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, so
kind of like the working out today.
Literally. So it's real, man. I really do have ADHD. It's hard. It's hard to really focus on one thing, which is why I think it's great that I'm an artist because I have the freedom to kind of just be all over the place.
Well, a lot of people who have ADHD, they're like, especially kids, they're stuck in a classroom. And
that was the worst.
And they're like writing down, teachers telling them what to do. If they're like talking too much or whatever, teachers saying you're like bad, like stop that, you get detention or whatever. Like how nice was it to not be able to have your freedom to do like what you want and not be told what to do all the time and stuck in a classroom, like just a normal setting, having ADHD?
I mean, it was hard though growing up because just because we were homeschooled doesn't mean it was easy. It was hard being stuck on a bus and having to do work on a laptop, and it's just like, you gotta just go.
Talk about touring real quick. How was living on a bus, or how was?
I love it. I'm about to be living on a bus in a couple weeks when the pandemic is over. Hopefully. Do
you think, in your personal opinion, do you think it's gonna be over soon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because of the vaccine and everything like that.
No, I'm a positive person, so I hope so. I could be deadly wrong, but I'm just gonna say yeah.
I hope so too, brother. I hope so too.
Touring was fun. I loved it. That was we were able to just get out the house and really, just little things were cool. Like I remember.
I mean, from an outside perspective, like sleeping on a bus, like with so many people around you. Objectively, that sounds like ass.
No, it's fun.
Really?
When you're an only child that comes from a full Mexican family, you don't really listen to R&B music like that, but you know you have that soul in you, and you want to sing and dance, you want to be loud, and you have ADHD, and you want to just go, and you get to be with other people that are just like that for 4 months. It's the dream.
Did you watch the movie Soul?
Yes, I just saw it yesterday. It's so good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, the premise of it is he realized that his passion wasn't his purpose. I was like, this movie is fucking bad. I loved it. It was good.
Do you think a lot of people, like, poets express like their most emotions and stories through their poems, musicians through their music, singers through their, like, do you always have a goal for each song to, like, this is my message, this is what I want to portray, and this is how I want to portray it type of deal?
Yeah, sometimes on some records I have a distinct purpose and a reason why I'm singing it, and I want it to feel this type of way. But then sometimes it's just good music, and I don't even realize the meaning of the song or how it affects me until years later, where I hear somebody else go, "Yo, that one song got me through this 2 years ago," and it goes, "Wow, okay." But that's like music is for like people. You know how they say art is like eye of the beholder, you to like it or love it. I feel like the same way about music.
Wait, explain that again.
like, you know, they say art is like eye of the beholder. Like, you either get it or you don't get it. You like it or you don't like it.
Sure.
I feel like that's the way with music.
Yeah.
You either get it or you don't, but it's just good music. And I'm a big fan of just great music. So usually now I'm in a place where I know where I'm mentally at right now. I'm 24. I'm young. I'm in that weird space where
you're just getting started.
I'm just getting started, but I
sir.
still feel like a vet because I've done it in the group. So I'm in this weird place where there's a lot of people that don't know who I am, which I'm excited because
a lot of your fans are still relatively young right now, right?
No, they're my age.
Yeah.
They're 24.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. But yeah,
do you want to expand to like older generations too? Like,
I just want everybody to know me.
Yeah.
Everybody, every race, every gender, every age, every ethnicity, everything.
Yeah.
But I'm in this place where there's like this side of people that don't know who I am, and I'm excited to say, you know what, in 2 minutes all you guys gonna know who I am. But then I have this side that go, I grew up listening to you in my world.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So it's kind of just like, where
do you want to go with it?
Where do you want to go with it?
Because you have this like whole spectrum, this whole entire fucking like new world, and you're like, I have this great opportunity, and like, which way I'm gonna go?
Yeah, you got to really play it.
You kind of got to plan it out, right? If you want to do it properly.
Definitely. So that's where it goes back to my music. That's where I'm at in life. I'm 24. I'm at this age where I have those two different perspectives, and I just want to make great music, and I want to perform. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you're gonna like it eventually.
Do you think? So Bob Dylan used to talk about his like, he had like got interviewed last year, right? And Bob Dylan was talking about how those songs, like, he doesn't even remember writing them. That they just like came out of him. And like a lot of people, a lot of great artists, like have these ideas, and some people believe that like an idea is not part of you, right? That it's if you don't grab onto it and put that idea into the world, it'll go on to someone else, and like and
I never thought about that.
You know, and so for you, for your music, for your art, do you ever think it's like, oh, it's not your idea, it's just a idea, and it's your purpose, your gift to put in the world? Like, have you ever thought about music or art or ideas like that?
You know, I never really thought about it like that, but now that I'm thinking about it, there has been some things that I'm not going to say because I don't want the artists are going to get mad. But there have been some other things that artists have done
that you thought about.
That I've thought about. And I go, dang, I should have done it, or dang, or maybe it was meant for them. But I'm a big advocate for if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So there's no reason to harp on it. So usually ideas that come, if I have it and I didn't really pursue it and really do it, then it really wasn't meant to really.
Where do you get your inspiration from for music? Like a lot of people.
I get my inspiration. A lot is from the fans, because I actually hear I have a really strong connection with the fans. Yeah. And honestly, it's just like my younger self. I feel like I've changed so much growing up, and I'm Princeton, but there's like this little piece of me that, like the little guy from Soul, that's like that little kid that still feels like, I want to be a star one day. I feel like I'm doing it for him. Yeah. It's me, but I feel like he inspires me every day. It's like you look in the mirror, and I see my younger self. And I go, okay, you ready to kill it? Let's do it. And he kind of looks up to me and be like, dang. I'm kind of, honestly, I feel like I'm living and I'm the person that I've always wanted to be growing up. Yeah. So that's kind of my inspiration.
But you always could like grow and get better, right?
Oh, absolutely. You have to. Yeah. That's the point.
Matthew McConaughey, when he won, I forgot what award, he had this speech, and he said like, my hero is me 10 years from now. I'm always trying to chase my hero.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
And 10 years from now, I still won't be my hero because that guy's still 10 years ahead of me. Nice. You know? And that's basically exactly what you just said right there.
Literally.
You know?
That's literally it. Yeah. I want to be like myself when I grow up.
And that's not conceited at all or anything.
No,
like
it's
that,
not.
You know?
It's just you want to be your own person. You really want to, I'm always like, be the person you want to become. Just be it. Who's stopping you? Just be the person you want to become.
So let's go back to health and fitness real quick. Do you think like fitness and health has impact on like how you perform, how you sing? Like, do the foods and drinks you put in your body affect your voice?
Absolutely, everything. I mean,
so if I go out and eat McDonald's all the fucking time, like, how does that affect my voice? Because there's a lot of bigger singers out there too.
It's really like dairy for me.
Dairy, okay. How does dairy affect the way you sing?
It's just, I get a lot of phlegm in me, and I always sound like Kermit the Frog in the studio. So I've tried to cut out like dairy, and it's just, even if I wasn't an artist, I just love to eat healthy and love to work out, and I love to feel good and look good, and I don't know. I like how it feels. I like that, and you don't realize that.
Do you eat bad food at all? Like, do you
have a
burger or pizza every once in a while?
Of course. I had hot Cheetos for breakfast this morning.
Did you really?
Yes.
Is that your normal breakfast?
No.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Okay, so for breakfast, I'm a coffee person, but I have to
black or with cream?
With cream. It has to be decaf though.
Really?
Like I said, ADHD. If
Dude,
I have regular coffee,
the point of coffee is for caffeine.
My heart will jump out my I've had regular.
So why do you drink coffee then if it's not caffeinated?
Because I feel so grown.
If you were grown, bro, you drink black coffee.
No. Yeah, I've had regular coffee. Like I was just in Joshua Tree this whole week with Noah.
Was it just you two there?
No, it was me and Adhd and Dalu, and that's grandma, grandpa, Egyptian. He's half Egyptian, so that's his side.
Dang, you're just a mix of everything, bro.
I'm not mixed with Egyptian. He is.
Oh, okay.
But,
I could see that. I could see him as a pharaoh.
Egyptian and Mexican. Absolutely. Noah just texted you right now and said, Jacob, I thought you were coming back. It's Noah, because I was at his house.
Tell Noah where you at, bro.
I'm like, Noah, shut up. I'm just kidding. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was in Joshua Tree, and my teta only had regular coffee, and I drank it, and I was having an anxiety attack.
No way.
Full on, I was about damn near in tears.
People say caffeine's a drug sometimes.
It is.
Yeah. You know what pre-workout is?
What?
Pre-workout?
No.
Yeah. You never had pre-workout? Have you?
Yes, I have. It's like a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had one time in my life this year. Someone gave it to me at a vitamin store in Atlanta. That's when I ran 10 miles. I don't know why. I'm like, why am I have so much energy? And it was at 2 in the morning.
So a cup of coffee is around 90 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay.
A strong pre-workout has around 350 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, no one got time for that.
Well, you ran 10 miles on that probably.
I will never again. My knees hurt so bad after.
And so one time I didn't know how much was in pre-workout, and I took a scoop, and I didn't really feel anything while I was waiting for my buddy, and we took another one. So that's 700 milligrams of caffeine, and plus I had a coffee before. So that was around 800 milligrams of caffeine. What happened? Like you just said, I tripped out on anxiety. I was having sweats. I was like, what am I going to do? And I was in college at the time, and I was just manic and everything like that.
I will never do that again. It was the worst feeling in the entire world. I didn't like none of that. So I usually start off, back to your question, with decaf coffee for breakfast, and then I'll have an organic waffle, a protein waffle.
Protein waffle?
Yeah.
Okay.
With and I was vegan for 3 years.
Why were you vegan for 3 years?
I just woke up one day and I was like, I want to go vegan.
That's very LA of you, sir.
That's very Taurus of me. And I'm like I said, I'm really big on God and the universe. So I was like, God, give me a sign if I should stay being vegan. And we had a concert that day in Miami with the group.
Yeah.
And we get there, and of all places, our hotel was the only hotel that had an all vegan restaurant downstairs. I was like, this is a sign. The first day I decided to go vegan, they have an all vegan. I don't have to really stress about what to eat. But I'm not vegan anymore. I'm pescatarian, but a lot of things I have are still vegan. So my butter's vegan, syrup is vegan. And then there's
what's your favorite fish?
Probably tilapia.
Tilapia? Yeah. Okay. A lot of people like salmon, but tilapia.
And it's salmon. I do not like salmon.
Sorry, continue.
There's 3 things I do not like. It's salmon, teriyaki sauce, and canned tuna. Them 3 things, bring it to me.
Teriyaki sauce, really? That's just pure sugar. Everyone likes that.
I know, but I don't know.
All right, continue.
Sorry. I don't know why, but and there's this Mexican dish called huevos rancheros.
Oh yeah, huevos rancheros.
But it's my ghetto version of it, 'cause it's not really huevos rancheros.
Do you make your own breakfast?
Yeah.
So how do you make your huevos rancheros?
It's the ghetto way. It's not really huevos rancheros. It's my mom just got an air fryer, so I use her air fryer. And
air fryers are a game changer, bro.
Game changer. I do tater tots.
I thought you said you like eating healthy.
With an egg. And
those are bomb.
I love eggs. And huevos rancheros sauce.
Yeah.
And then that cleans you out, dog.
Oh, of course.
That cleans you out.
Yeah.
And my favorite snack to snack on all day is trail mix. I can eat trail mix all day.
Really?
Trail mix all day.
That's fire.
That's my only way of candy I get.
I forgot. I thought about this the other day. Is Princeton your real name?
No.
What's your real name?
You have to guess my real name. It's Jacobo. I'm just gonna say it.
It's what?
Jacobo.
Jacobo?
Yeah.
Where did Princeton come from?
My manager Keisha, when I was a kid, I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
She just called me one day. She was picking me up to go to rehearsal for the group. This is before anyone knew us. I don't think the full group was formed. And she was just like, Princeton. And I'm like the college? She said, yeah, that's your new name and live by it. And
what?
I was like, okay, I never understood why.
Yeah.
And then I kind of caught myself constantly talking about music, constantly talking about, because on my off time I love to watch documentaries. So I'm like, Keisha, did you know that Frank Sinatra did this? Keisha, did you know that David Bowie? Keisha, do you know that Charlie Chaplin? Keisha, did you know that? She's like, you're like a walking. You need to just go to Princeton University. All you do is study.
No way.
And I was like, Princeton.
Damn, that's beautiful, bro.
But I kind of just feel like I call myself Chulo too. That's like my little thing.
Yeah, I always saw that too. I was like, dang, which name is he?
It's Princeton, aka Chulo. It was like
Is
Papi
Perez your
Chulo,
last
Young
name
Chulo.
though?
Yeah, Perez.
Okay.
Perez. My nana called me Chulo growing up. That means like handsome little boy. So.
It's funny how a lot of like I don't know if it's like singers or actors, like they have different names, like Jamie Foxx. That's not his real name.
A lot of us don't.
Yeah. Why is that? Like everyone just has like this star name in their head, and I don't know. Like why do you think that a lot of like famous people or people who like are in the entertainment industry don't have like their like birth name?
Well, just for me personally, I can't speak for every other artist, but it was just a way for me to create somebody that I wanted to be. And eventually I just really became. Princeton was always in me. I've always wanted to be that person, but everyone just knew Jacobo. So I just was like, I'm just going to go by Princeton. And one day it's like a lie. It's Andy Warhol. Like art is a lie, and then it becomes true. Like you just tell yourself this lie. I'm Princeton, I'm Princeton, I'm Princeton. I'm a superstar, I'm a superstar. No one else is like me. And then you wake up one day and you're like, holy shit, I'm Princeton. No one else is like me. Like,
wow.
I'm cool.
Do you talk to yourself like that a lot?
Yeah. I have to.
I need to start talking to myself like
you
that.
have to talk to yourself like you're the best person in the world. But I also talk down to myself all the time,
really?
too. Like, I could look in the mirror and be like, nobody is like you. You're the best person. And the next day go and be like, you're disgusting. You're ugly. And they'll be like, and believe it. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you have to talk to yourself like that. Andy Warhol is a really big inspiration for me. And he said that art is a lie, and being an artist is art. It's all a lie. How are you going to convince people that you're the best artist? You make the best music. You're the best performer. Buy my music. Buy my music. You should stand me. It's all a lie until you really make them believe, no, this is true. And then you have fans that get tattoos.
It sounds like you get a lot of inspiration from a lot of people. You said these documentaries.
Yeah.
And some people say you have to be entertained to entertain. You have to be entertained to entertain. So, like...
I believe that and I don't believe that.
Oh, how so?
I could believe that because in some ways entertainment can motivate you to want to be like that and do that. But then also, too, sometimes I feel like there's stuff missing in the music industry that doesn't entertain me. And
I wasn't necessarily talking about the music industry. I was talking about, like, watching documentaries. You're getting entertained from there, and you pull these inspirations from, like, different people.
Okay. Yeah, all the time.
Right?
Watching a documentary.
What's your favorite documentary?
The Amy Winehouse documentary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I watched part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I'll watch it once a year and just like get super sad. She was so cool.
Yeah.
The Amy Winehouse documentary. I love reading too on artists. Like all my biographies are all about artists. Like
I love reading biographies.
Oh,
I'm reading Muhammad Ali biography right there. I just finished.
Oh, nice.
Matthew McConaughey's the other day.
I'm reading Gandhi right now.
Oh, Gandhi. I have Gandhi's.
Yes, you gotta read it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. I feel like you could learn so much about people and it's like a shortcut to like your own life. You're like, oh, they fucked up here. I'm not going to fuck up there anymore.
That's when they say the best experience is none at all. When someone else has experienced something that you could, and you see how it messed them up. Go the opposite. You don't have to experience that. And now you're making the right decisions. So, yeah, I mean, I love
You said you have ADHD, though. Is it hard to sit down and read, or does it take a long time to finish a book?
It takes a long time to finish a book for me. Yeah. Because my mind is in two different. Like, I've read a whole chapter, and right when I'm done, I don't know nothing I read.
So do you reread it?
Yeah. I can't cheat myself. I'm not no asshole like that. I have to really learn something from it.
Do you feel like you could benefit more from like an audiobook?
No, because my mind is saying read faster, read faster, read faster. Come on, like ADHD is real. I don't think people take it serious, but it's very real. So it's usually, and people are usually like, smoke weed, you'll be calm. But I've never done any drug.
I wanted to talk to you about that. So like, you're sober. right?
Yeah,
you don't drink,
I don't
you don't smoke, and you don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just never been my interest.
Like at all?
At all, nothing.
Not curious about anything?
Never been curious.
Really?
Like, never been curious, never been. No one's really forced me to do it. Surprisingly, I'm in the music industry. It's always around me.
Yeah.
I really just want to make music. That calms me down. Like, that calms me down and brings me up.
That's pretty shocking, man. Because
there's
next
interview we do, I'm like high on like Wiz Khalifa. Just kidding.
Yeah, my first concert was Wiz Khalifa.
He's so cool.
And have you met him?
Yeah.
And
super cool.
I went to this concert. It was in this big Save Mart Center in my hometown, and the whole place just had like a cloud. Like I couldn't even see Wiz Khalifa. I was in a box with all my buddies.
Weed?
Yeah.
I saw like also weed. Oh, like the weed? I bet. I mean, hey, everyone does it. It doesn't really matter. I'm kind of like unconventional.
But a lot of people say like, I don't know, like mushrooms like cure anxiety. They make you happier. They cure you of this.
I get anxiety thinking about doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't want to even attempt or experiment. I am okay. I'm happy. Like, I'm very old and things that make me happy.
What's your vices then? Do you have any vices? Like, what do you?
Yes, I do.
What's your vices? Is it junk food? Is it?
My vice would probably be driving in my car alone.
How's that advice?
I get to just blast my music. I get to sing. I get to watch interviews. I get to cry. I get to do whatever. And I have control of anywhere I go. How's
that advice though? That's not that. I don't think that's bad for you.
Oh, it's bad when I'm gonna go in the car and you end up in San Diego. and you run out of gas like me. I'm just like, I'm on E.
You ran out of gas before?
Oh, like every month.
You're lying.
No.
Like, you'll be driving on the freeway and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like I'll get on E in my car, so you have 2 miles left, and I'm like, I have 40, and then I'm like, AAA.
So you call AAA? You don't call like.
I have unlimited AAA card. That was my Christmas gift from my mom because she knew that I don't do good with cars.
Why don't you just get gas?
Because it's just like, it's a waste of time.
But also calling AAA and waiting on the side of the road is a waste of time.
Absolutely. My ADD won't let me kick it. But vice, okay, your vice. I guess my vice would probably be like.
Or is Princeton Perez the ideal, perfect human being?
No, I'm far from perfect. I guess my vice would probably be like. It'd probably be like eating bad food when I shouldn't.
That's not that bad of a vice, my friend.
It's not.
That's enjoying life.
Hot Cheetos, but
that's enjoying life.
I really don't have a vice. I would have to think about that because there's nothing really in life that happens that I go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. If I feel like I'm gonna feel that way, I don't want to go on that.
So you don't have any regrets? Zero regrets.
I have a couple regrets in my life, but when I go back and think how I grew from those, I feel like I made some of the best decisions because
back to like it was meant to be for me.
Yeah, so I guess they weren't regrets. Maybe I didn't like what I went through, but I wouldn't change it because it really changed me. When I go through something, it really changes me.
Yeah. And you learn from it. You just like adapt, improvise, and overcome from it.
Yeah, because I feel like the universe is real, and the universe says, that's a warning, and if you're going to do it again, I'm going to really show you how I can fuck you up. And I go, I got it. Cool.
Yo, so what's up with Hot Cheetos, man? Because, like, I grew up, and I didn't love them. I still don't love them. And, like, a lot of mostly Mexican culture or people, like, it's like their breakfast, lunch, and dinner snack. Oh, it's like I'll have 2 eggs in the morning. And
no, you can have hot Cheetos with anything. I've had hot Cheetos. No. You can have hot Cheetos with, like, eggs. You can have oh, my God. It's the best.
What's the weirdest combination you've had with hot Cheetos? This is the toughest question on the podcast, folks.
I caught Cheetos and mac and cheese. Oh, wait, no. When I was in school.
Yeah.
There was this blue ice cream truck every day after, like, middle school.
Say it again?
A blue ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck, okay.
Every single day. This is really bad. Talk about sodium. I would get a bag of hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
You remember Lucas? The little Mexican snack with a little duck on it. It's literally just a thing of salt, but it's like
oh yeah, for sure.
The whole Lucas in the hot Cheeto with melted cheese.
That's disgusting.
And eat that. My stomach was
That cleans you out too, huh?
Oh, in the worst way. That was the worst. But I eat hot Cheetos with everything. I like hot Cheetos with everything. Yeah. It's the best thing in the world. It's the best thing. Yeah. But it breaks me out very bad. Like I have these 3 little pimples right here. Hot Cheetos.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know it's because of hot Cheetos?
Because I kind of binged on hot Cheetos when I was in Joshua Tree. I'm like meditating on a rock eating hot Cheetos. Like
do you meditate?
Yes.
How often do you meditate? Is it a daily thing?
I usually meditate. Honestly, my skincare routine is meditation for me because it takes a little bit, and that's my time. I'm not on my phone. I'm not listening to. It's just you could really have to focus, and because it's the first thing you do in the morning, last thing you do at night. So I get to in the morning, I'm setting my affirmations, I'm washing my face, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm just good, and then at night you get to think about it. So that's my meditation.
It's not like a process or anything. Like when I meditate, do you close your eyes?
Yeah.
And so when I meditate, I set a timer, usually like 15, 20 minutes.
Nice.
I'll sit down and I just focus on my breath. Deep breath in, 1, breathe out 2, and I'll count to 10. And I'll just, same process. 1, 2,
nice.
3, 4, 5,
Mine's
6.
a little different.
And then I just kind of like zone out and just like let my mind be at peace. So what's your meditation like?
My meditation is usually I need like meditation music. I just did
like
this
some like ocean sounds and shit or what?
It's usually, I know this sounds very weird, but I'm just gonna say
everyone's weird.
I truly believe that. So my TV has like it's like a fire, like I have a Fire Stick, so I have YouTube on it.
Yeah. Dang, you're Fire Stick, not an Apple TV guy?
I don't have an Apple TV.
You're missing.
I don't watch TV.
Yeah,
I'm usually a laptop guy.
That's fine.
So
Apple TV though.
I need Apple TV for sure.
You need Apple TV.
I don't even have Apple Music, and I'm an artist. That's horrible.
That's kind of disrespectful to Apple. Bro.
It's very disrespectful to Apple. Sorry, Apple. But I have 2 iPhones. So
no, it's okay. My buddy is the creative director at Apple, and he uses Spotify.
No, don't say that. You're blowing this cover. So let's say I'm going through something where it's like I'm going through really bad anxiety about past traumas. Let's just say that. I will type in meditation, healing for past trauma music. It's like an 8-hour thing, and I'll fall asleep to that. I'll wake up and it's still playing. I feel like that music somehow seeks it to me. That feel good. But when I meditate, I just did this 2 days ago. I bought my first sage. I never saged before.
You never saged before?
But it was just random. I was out there in Joshua Tree as a low hut type of store, and I got it. And I kind of just saged myself. And I was like, I'm going to meditate for 2 minutes. And it was like 23 minutes.
Do you like the smell of sage?
It was good. I liked it.
It's okay. But, yeah.
I have allergies, so I can't really do all of that. I'll be sneezing. But that was pretty cool. I really liked that. But, you know, it's really tomorrow's the last day of 2020, so.
Do you have any goals for 2021?
Yeah. I want to put out my first album. I want to go on my first solo tour, and I want to probably buy my first. I want to get a dog.
What type of dog? You want a mango?
Like, no. Just kidding. Actually, I don't want a dog. I don't know why I said that. What do I want to buy? I don't want to buy anything.
You don't have any like material goals?
No.
That's lit.
Like, I spend most of my money on like making sure that my self-care is cool. Like, what I eat is good. What I put on my body is cool. Where I'm at, where I vacation. Like, I really spend time doing that. I'm not a materialistic guy at all.
That's awesome. But you pay for your haircuts and stuff.
Yeah, like little stuff like that. Like I'm a foodie. I'd rather spend a great meal on a good dinner with friends and some good stuff than a chain or something.
No, of course. Yeah, when I first moved to LA, dude, my dad always used to cut my hair.
Nice.
And I came out here and I got a nice barber, and a haircut in LA is like $60 or $50 versus in Fresno it's like $15, $20.
No, you're from Fresno?
Yeah, we talked about this.
We did. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And my mom was like, yo, why are you paying so much for like a haircut? I was like, well, I feel better. I look better.
Don't tell me that you do your own haircut.
No.
Oh, I'm about to say do mine right now because I need a cut. Shit. I wish I could. Oh, that's another goal.
Princeton got so excited about that.
I learned how to do my own hair.
Did you?
No, that's my goal for 2021.
To do your own hair. Why?
Because that's the only thing that I need somebody for when I'm out on the road. Everything else, like a trainer, you can do that virtually.
Yeah.
Like vocal coach, you can do that like all that.
You don't have a team though?
I do, but I'm the type of person like if the person could do it from home, like you don't have to be on the road. That's how I am.
What do you mean?
Like I'd rather have my mom or my cousin or my god sister or somebody on the road with me than a trainer or somebody that could just do it virtually.
Yeah, don't you usually have like a good friend with you or something like that?
Well, I haven't gone out yet as a solo artist, so
Yeah.
probably I will. But a barber, like I've gone some horrible
Cuts
because I just go to the local barber wherever state I'm in. And if I can do it on
you
my
don't
own,
have you don't have one solid guy.
I have about 7 solid guys.
Okay.
I don't want to count nobody
You're
out.
kind of
like that.
disrespecting in barbers. Usually people just have one and they just like are this is my guy.
Everybody's got time to do everything. I'm just kidding. No, I have about a good 5 that are in different locations just in case.
Okay. One in Atlanta, one in LA, or
definitely one in Atlanta. Definitely a couple in LA. I have about 3 in Atlanta. I have about 4 in LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because I'm the type of person that I'm very spontaneous. So sometimes, and being in the industry, you can go from...
You want to get, like, you might need to cut in a few hours.
In a few hours. I can find out, you're shooting something in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes my barber's not going to have that. So you need to find a new barber. Yeah. So if I can do that on my own, I'll be set.
Do you want to end up staying in LA?
Yeah.
What do you love most about LA?
Oh, that it's home.
Just has family here and stuff like that?
Yeah, it just feels like home, and I know the freeways. Like, there's nothing better than you getting like 2 days off, and I just get in my car and I just drive specifically around like Riverside, Chino, Corona, Rancho Cucamonga. Those freeways, it's just.
You don't like driving near the ocean, or do you?
I don't care for
really.
The ocean. No.
That's the only reason why, or one of the only reasons why I live in LA.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and the food.
And also too, because you're from Fresno.
No, there's something about the ocean that's super meditative. Like when you said you drive and you get that kind of just like flow state of like it's gonna, like I'm going somewhere, I don't know where, and
yeah, I can see that.
Of deal. I'll sit in the ocean on my surfboard and I'll just look out and I'll be like, yo, I don't know what's out there, and like we're so small in this whole fucking entire world.
We're tiny.
Yeah,
we're tiny. But have you seen How the Grinch Stole Christmas? How the whole entire Whoville was on the speck of snow. Yeah. And the snow was this big, and there's 4 billions of these on another place. That's what we're on.
Yes, sir.
I truly believe Earth is like the galaxy is on this little speck, and we just think we're so much bigger than what we really are.
But you could either choose that. I read this. Do you know who Ray Dalio is?
No.
It's a big investment banker for I forgot what firm, but he basically has this quote, and it's went something along like, where humans are simultaneously everything and nothing, and you get to choose which one you want to be.
Wait, say that again?
Humans are simultaneously everything and nothing, and you get to choose which one you want to be.
Absolutely.
Because, like, there's that, what you just said, where this small speck in this whole entire fucking world on these snowballs that, like, no one, that can't, you don't mean shit. You could choose to believe that.
Yeah.
Or you could choose that everything that you say and do means way more than you think, because of, like, that ripple effect. This conversation me and you are having right now can affect one person, that affects 10 people, that affects thousands of people. And that's beautiful about the platform you're on too, and just being a singer, because like you don't really know like firsthand like who you're affecting really.
Yeah.
And what you say, how you portray yourself in interviews, what you put in your music can be way more than you think.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm someone's that for me.
Who's that for you?
I mean, probably John Lennon the most.
Yeah.
Love John Lennon.
What's John Lennon's favorite? What's your favorite John Lennon song?
I mean, Imagine is just iconic, but you have Give Peace a Chance. I mean, you have everything. He's just, I just love him so much.
Yeah,
I love him so much. He's.
But not the rest of the Beatles.
No, I'm just kidding. I love the Beatles, but John Lennon to me was, and still is, my idol. Not even just my mentor. He's just my idol. He's my icon. He's somebody that I believe was much bigger than his music.
Yeah.
His movement.
He represents a lot of what you say about just like peace, optimism. When I was in 8th grade, I fuck around with like guitar, and I sang Imagine for like this talent show in 8th grade. And just the words in that song about like, doesn't matter like who you are as a person, just like make this world a better place, because like especially with all these things going on, like all these movements, like coronavirus, like shit's fucking sucks. Everyone's shit sucks, and like life is just better if everyone just becomes friends with each other and like be a good person.
Yeah.
Like help other people, you know.
Yeah, I believe in full equality for all, and I'm about peace. And I just stand up for women. A lot of my fans are women. A lot of my fans are black and brown women and girls. So I believe it's important for me in the position that I am, where a majority of my fans have always been girls, and probably a lot will be girls. I'm in a position of power where what I say inspires people and really can make a change. And I want to stand up for women. I want to stand up for men that want to stand up for women but don't know how.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's very unconventional. I'm like the spokesperson for unconventional, and I'm always gonna go left while everyone's going right. So,
where do you think that came from?
That's just something that I was born with. That's what makes me a star, in my opinion. Is me
just questioning everything,
constantly thinking the uncoolest thing was the coolest thing. Like, well, everyone wanted to like play Madden and Fortnite and shit. I want to like rave about peace and justice, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like every aspect. Like a lot of people our age, like drinking, smoking, doing drugs. You're doing the total opposite. Of that, you know? But
that's something that I don't want to do because it's the complete opposite. It's just how I was born. I feel like, okay, let's stick with it.
Yeah,
I want to inspire people to be like that. And yeah, there's some unconventional things that I did, like changing my name, and you know, maybe I've grown up with how I dress and how I act from when I was a kid, but I'm still human. But yeah, I definitely I'm separated. I don't ever want to be like anybody else in the world, especially not in the music industry.
Just gonna be like you and be known for who you are as a person and like your own characteristics in your own music.
My own morals, my own music, my own fans, my own purpose, and my own shit, man.
I love that. All right, folks, I think we'll end it right there. Princeton Perez, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
My brother.
Appreciate you.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you enjoyed that?
I forgot the camera was there. No idea.